From left to right, you have Mercury, Jupiter, Earth, and Mars, and these are all terrestrial planets. From left to right, you have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and these are all Jovian planets. Starting up with the characteristics of terrestrial planets, these planets have a molten heavy metal core, hence the AC/DC band, few moons, and topological features such as valleys, volcanoes, and craters. These planets are also made up of rocks or metals with a hard surface. That is why I use Superman, because he is known as the Man of Steel. But this characteristic makes them different from other planets that lack a solid surface. These planets lost the hydrogen and helium all planets were originally made of, and they are much smaller than the gas giants because of this loss of gases. This is why I used an inflated balloon. I'm sure as you all know where this picture is from, Beyonce has once said, "If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it." Well, unfortunately, none of these terrestrial planets in our solar system have ring systems, but planetary scientists suspect that they may have once had rings that have since disappeared. The last characteristic of terrestrial planets is that they are hotter in temperatures than the Jovian planets because of their closer distance to the sun. This is why I use Channing Tatum because, well, he's hot. Moving on to Jovian planets, the density of these planets is less than that of the Earth, as they are mainly formed of hydrogen along with helium and compounds of hydrogen such as methane and ammonia. This is why I use a bunch of balloons, because they're filled with helium. These planets also have a very strong magnetic field due to their high speed of rotation. When talking in reference to calendars, a long time ago, Indians used to refer time and dates as like many moons ago, and a characteristic of Jovian planets is that they have a large number of satellites or moons, so that's why I use an Indian. As we all know, Tootsie Roll Pops have a core in which it is a Tootsie Roll, and just as Jovian planets, they have very small cores as compared to the terrestrial planets. Some similarities that are shown between the planets are that they have a solid core. This is why I have a very hot picture of a guy with an obvious solid core. All these planets rotate on its own axis, and they all rotate counterclockwise around the sun. This is a pretty obvious one, but they are all part of the same primordial and solar nebula. Lastly, all these planets can be viewed from Earth.